Good evening and welcome to a fantastic Sunday night Overwatch action at UGC. We're not playing football, we're playing some Overwatch. And here we got two great teams in the Premier League. Our first stream of the Season 17, streaming the Premier. We got Lucid Reality going up against the Freshie Stack. Both teams 1-1. I am Adamsmasher, joined this time by my new good friend, Black Lightning. Black Lightning, welcome to the chat. Or I should say welcome to the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I like to say show myself, but you know, we all have our little adjectives I like to throw around. But hey, it's gonna be a good night. We got some good players out here, especially four of them: Patchy, Hutch, Trip, and Takor. Three of them being on Freshie Stack, one of them being on Lucid Reality. All top 500 players this season in in all of Overwatch. So they're gonna be the ones to look out for on this field today as we see them go ahead and try to take point here on Busan. Both teams getting some good looks in.
Ooh, and starting things off is KK, the newest addition to the first stack, taking out NFT or NIFT, and now Hutch following in another top 500 player taking out Son of Chaos. And it looks like this might go over to the Freshie stack to start things off. And already, first team fight win going into Trip. Zakashi taking out Sakashi, yeah. Already, point going over to Freshie stack.
Yeah, they did a good job on that first initial push. Taking out Nift, getting that Sombra down is a pretty vital pick. It removes a lot of question out of that back line. And then Son of Chaos and Isomtiel went down very soon after, as now we see KK go down and Pachi. So 2 for 2 on both these teams going on to the second push.
And now it's 2 people each. Gambit trying to go for a pulse bomb. That's not going to work out. Trip's going to get hacked. And now the EMP comes out, gets 4. Those supports are taken, and now the minefield comes into play. And I think this looks like this is going to be another hold for the Freshie stack. Although Zakashi taking out Hutch and Gambit's being taken out of the equation as well. And Lucid Reality is so close to capturing the point, but unfortunately for them, they're going to have to wait for another fight. They're going to have to regroup here.
And there goes the slowdown as Nift is taken out of the play here a little bit after the rest of the team, so they're gonna have to wait for Nift to come back up before they can push again. And we saw just how aggressive Trip was being on that Hammond, getting up in their faces, going ahead and keeping that point capped in favor of the Freshie stack. That way, it was Lucid Reality wasn't able to go ahead and get it.
Getting 4 there is Niv. That was a good one. K-Kitty gets taken out right away. That's a big pickoff. That's one support out of the way. However, there's still 5 left in play, and Drip taking up another support in Takor. And now Feather only going to get 4, including himself. And now the minefield is going to be in play right on the point. That's a smart decision right there. Rado going to get the EMP. I don't think he's going to get anyone there, but I don't think that's going to matter very much in this team fight. Here comes the self-destruct. We'll see if it gets anyone, and I don't think it will, but still not going to matter very much. And I think this round 1 is going to be going to the Freshie stack, so very much in control of that one for pretty much the entire round.
Yeah, the name of the game there was just focus down player after player. You didn't really see too many players there going down health at the same time. They're really focusing down specific targets on Lucid Reality to go ahead and take out players off of that field. That way it was an easier time for the Freshie stack to go ahead and hold that point, because the less people you have to deal with and is often case the easier time to deal with. And we see some very good squads coming out here onto this next point. I don't want to say it's a brawl comp for Lucid. It's a hybrid at best, in my opinion.
Yeah, Zakashi using the Sim teleporter thing, going back to the Tracer. Nift, an interesting choice. Going from Sombra in the last round, opting for the Doomfist, and we'll see in Son of Chaos going for the Reinhardt. We haven't seen much Reinhardt action this season, at least on the streams. Nift, would be immediately taken out by Gamma. I think Nift was hacked and wasn't able to do anything about it. It's 2 for 2 right now. 4 left. Hutch getting Ito, and that's 3 down already for Lucid Reality. Oh, this is pretty much straight for trade, and who's gonna get it first? I think it's gonna be whoever can get all the opponents out first, and it looks like it's still a close fight. It's still up for grabs. Nift punching Gambit out of the fight right here. K-Kitty answers by taking out Son of Chaos. K-Kitty, the newest member of Freshie's pack, getting two there. Nif is taking out the fight, avenging some people. Rado taking Iso, and already, look, they're picking up right where they left off in the last round. Even though Feather will take out Patchy, and it's still a fight going on here. And I'm starting to think 2 bolts on standby. This does look a little bit good for Freshie stack.
Yeah, you got so much utility here in this push. You got 2 ults, Gambit and Rado, holding some very crucial ults at that. And Patchy and well, really their whole team is very close to having ults. So this push is still very much so in their favor. As there goes the hack by Rado, and that's gonna really make it difficult as they lose 4 players on Lucid.
And just like that, that's another team fight win. You know, they more than won that fight. They now got 4 ults on standby. Look at this. You got a self-destruct on standby. You can like push in, potentially scare some opponents. You got a Transcendence to try to keep everyone healthy. Patch for some extra armor with that rally, and there it is. And there's Minefield that's out, and the Pulse Bomb from Takashi gets eaten by Hutch. That's huge. And although Sonic Chaos will take out one support, and Kate Kitty a trip, taking out Iso. Nif, look at him going with the Reaper, and 2 out of there. Take over with the Coalescence, and I'm thinking this could be a start of something but good for Lucid Reality, as they're gonna flip the point their way. However, they'll have to mind K Kitty because of that Transcendence, but the Primal Rage is on standby for Iso, and that could be a good lifesaver. Nif, looks like someone flipped the switch. Oh my goodness, Patch and Rado Hutch are just picking up the pieces. They thought this last team fight was pretty much just a temporary setback, and they're saying, you know what, we're about to win this one. We're going to take out Iso. We're going to prevent him from using that Primal Rage. Nipped along, taking out the fight. Gambit using the Pulse Bomb, not going to get it. Trip, have the Minefield on standby, and that's more members of Lucid Reality being sent to the grave, and the point pretty much goes right back their way.
Yeah, the team fight was much better for Lucid Reality, and they did a good job of going ahead and getting some sort of momentum going there on the push as we saw them make use of the ults that they did have that hammer down, getting some usage, but this one looks like it may be over.
Wow, that 5 people I think got hit with an EMP, and that just set them back a long mile, prevented Nip from using that Death Blossom, which could have been great for them, but unfortunately not meant to be. Freshie stack is gonna be taking Busan right off their hands.
Yeah, so really quick 2 games here. Busan seems to be a very good map for the Freshie stack to go ahead and play on. They didn't seem to have any kind of problems here, which it can be attributed to the fact that they just are so good at what they do. I mean Trip, you've seen him on that Hammond. He is just a very aggressive player. He's up in the face of the enemies. He's getting behind the lines. He's not dying very often, which is a good thing, because if you lose that Hammond in that comp, that Undying comp, it's gonna make it so hard to maintain that push, because Hammond just causes so much disruption on that field.
Yeah, that's basically like can you think of Hammond as like a tight end in the NFL? It's pretty much a hybrid. They can make key blocks to help protect the quarterback, or they can be a pass option. And that's basically what Hammond is, and one of my personal favorite heroes in this game. And if we had to pick a player of the game in that one, I would have to go with Kate Kitty on that one with that double kill with the Zenyatta. They were just a big force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no, definitely, but I'm gonna have to disagree and go with Rado instead on the Sombra. In my opinion.
Hey, your opinion? I say I agree.
Yeah. He got 2 very important ults off on the pushes to go ahead and get 2. That will help the team not get 1, but 2 complete team wipes just about.
That EMP can just pretty much ruin your day. It ruined Nif's day getting caught in that EMP, and that pretty much shut down a potential disaster that could have happened to Freshie thanks to that Death Blossom. I've experienced many team wipes, mostly because of these Death Blossoms when I've played this game, and Reaper? Going from absorbing 50 health every orb to restoring, I think it's 20% HP or 30%. I forget. It's been a while since I've noticed. I know he leeches health every time he does damage, but That's been a lot better tool. It's made Reaper so much better ever since the beginning of this game, and we're gonna see Nif just opting to go back to Sombra. Some Chaos is going to the Hamster as well, and in Feather going to Brigida, and on the other side, Trip going with the Angry Gorilla. Hutch on double bubble with this, with a Sombra. Apache with the Mercy Gambit. Finally get to see some Cassidy action going on. Rado going very versatile, going with the Echo, and that's kind of a versatile DPS duo right there. You got one with the range and hit scan, and the other that's got versatility and can pretty much pressure you and pin you down.
Yeah, Echo changes the game a lot because you have to be more aware of where everybody is, because if that Echo gets behind you and starts bursting down your tanks, it's going to be a bad day, to say the least, as we see them already getting some damage on the Diva there, Assumptio up there on top of the sign, taking some hits.
And now Battle 1 has begun, and so far Freshie stack is getting some progress going. Lucid just letting them come to them. We've seen this strategy a lot in Hutch. Yeah, they're ready for that. Taking out Sun, Zakashi taking out Gambit. They're already in one-on-one each, but Gambit is gonna be resurrected by Apache, and then after that it immediately takes out Iso. Rado Sticky Bombs take her out of existence, and then use the Focus Beam to take out Feather, taking out both supports before Zakashi ends up silencing him for a little bit until he spawns again.
Yeah, a good play there by Apache to go ahead and get Gambit up. You don't see a lot of revives being allowed at this level. So when they do happen, they do oftentimes have a big impact on the game, as we see the Gambit in the back being a little bit ignored. Does get Zakashi, but Rado taking out 4.
Are you seeing this? Oh my goodness! That's 5 by Rato. Okay, that is definitely play of the game right there. Even if we don't see a play of the game, Rato. I think 2 of them were sticky bomb kills right there, and you can see why Echo is so dangerous. Look at this. You got a duplicate on standby. If I had to guess who he would use that on, I would say he would use it on the Diva.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But anyways, back to the match. 4 ults currently on standby. Takashi tried to use a pulse bomb. That's not going to work. Nif does have that EMP on standby, which could be big, but only gets 2 out of it, and will hack Apache as well. 3 ults already being used. Nano already used. But Hutch does have a Graviton Surge, and we'll hold that off until later. And he's taken out of the fight by Nift. And now Takeover will try to keep his team healthy for the time being, and try to win this team fight, and at least have a little bit of a hold for the time being, and give themselves a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, and one of the things that they're doing almost immediately is taking out Rado. They're not letting Rado stay on the field because they are afraid of that duplicate. They do not want that utility to be had. As Trip is taken out with the Diva Bomb, and there goes Rado already. You can't even get on the field to use your ult, and that is a huge loss. Huge momentum factor lost for the Freshie stack.
Yeah, they're probably learning what happened to them before Point A got captured by Freshie. Seeing that 5 kills, I think they're kind of suffering some trauma out of that one. They definitely want to keep an eye on Rado. Although Hutch, a big start, Iso is taken out after Gambit gets taken out by Iso. A little avenging there. There goes the rally to give Lucid some extra armor needed for this next fight. Oh, going for the Sombra here. This is very interesting. I think Rato wants to get an EMP off. We're gonna see how this goes. There's the EMP, gets 3, and Takor and Feather gets immediately taken out of the fight. Hutch will make sure that Rato's EMP does not go in vain. And look at that, a risky decision going for a DPS instead of a tank. It looks like that's paid off so far, and as you see, more of the payload is being moved.
Yeah, it was risky, but you also gotta acknowledge that Sombra is such a swing character. That ult can change the whole dynamic of the fight so fast, as we see Nift coming up on the site here. And there goes an ult of his own.
Wow. Getting 2, getting Rado out of there right away. And then 2 ults, and now Trip. Go ahead and use that. A Primal Rage. Zakashi, look at that. A Pulse Bomb taking out Pachi. And that's support you're gonna need, especially in a big team fight like this. Although they're still pretty focused. It's still not over just yet. Gambit will take out Takashi, and you know Cassie's a big counter to a Tracer. Deadeye, not gonna get anybody here. Hutch still does have that Graviton Surge, which could be a big one. Meanwhile, Gambit's continuing on. There it is. And Rado takes huge advantage of it, getting both supports before getting taken out by Minefield itself. But I don't think it's going to matter. Rado didn't take it out, but you lose both your supports. You're going to have to reset and let Freshie take this sec point.
Yeah, your supports are such a vital part of your team. You really don't want to have to lose those in a fight. I mean, if one of them can back off, it's better than losing both. But you saw it as Feather and Takor both go down. And both of those, I mean, Xiuna is a long-range support. And he also adds a good bit of damage. But losing the Brigette, which just uses the rally here, which is going to be huge, that is a huge loss.
And now in this next team fight, another duplicate on standby. I probably think Lucid's probably want to target that Rado and take him out, but you gotta realize Patchy, well, never mind, no more resurrections. Patchy's gonna go Brigida in this final point of the Route 66. Hey, Kitty does have a nano on standby. Oh, 4 of them get taken by an EMP. Rado immediately taken out of the fight. He's not gonna be able to get a self-destruct kill at all. And now Takor trying to keep the team healthy, but Gambit taking out Zakashi. Gambit not gonna be able to get anybody with that. And now Rado's gonna be duplicating the Diva. Gonna look for a big self-destruct kill right here after 3 taken out, and we're gonna see what's gonna be done about it. And gonna push it more towards the spawn point. Not gonna get anybody, but Rado had little to no choice but to use that because duplication was about to run out. Meanwhile, Trip will still have that Primal Rage. Hutch will have the Graviton Surge, but going up against a Minefield might be a little tricky. Zakashi will still have the Pulse Bomb. Meanwhile, both tank calls being used, and anti-nade is gonna finish off Iso and Takor. And these are looking very good for the Freshie stack. What an anti-nade to finish off in Zakashi. Trip, yeah. And now the Minefield will be used. And we're gonna see if anybody can get taken out, but Trip's gonna go ahead like, nah, you're not doing that Minefield on my team. Gambit's gonna be trying to give her another big Deadeyes and not gonna get anyone, but they're still 2.6 meters away and counting down, and yep, there it is. And with 30 seconds left in the time clock. Well, there's 4 there, but that's not gonna matter. Like I said, Freshie stack is gonna get that 3rd point, and things are looking pretty bright for them.
Yeah, I think I don't even have to think. I know that the turning point on that last push was when the Zarya gravity bomb came out and the Primal Rage from Drip came out. I mean, you have so much DPS there, you can't do anything about it either. And that was all she wrote for the remainder of the match. I mean, what are you gonna do there? You lose 4 of your players in 1 second, and then you have to rely on the other 2 to at least try to do something. Stall for long enough, but you lost. I think they lost both their supports and both their tanks. So that is just a massive loss on the push, and it's gonna be hard for them to come back. I mean, all the momentum here is favoring Freshie stack. You've seen little glimpses of change out of Lucid reality as they're going ahead and playing Freshie stack, but nothing really saying like, oh, Lucid reality definitely has this game or definitely has an opportunity here. Everything's just been very, feels very washy for them at the moment. It doesn't feel very refined.
We're gonna see what Iso can do with the Sigma. That's the first time we've seen him in this game. Gambit opting to go for the Ash and go for some long range, and first time we've seen that hero all game long. So here we are. This is now Lucid Reality's turn to try to answer Freshie Stack's big push for 3 points with 30 seconds in the time bank. They want to try to get more than that. So they want to try and defend first to get some confidence going. But right now, Iso not looking really good right now. I had to stay back and had to get some healing. A lot of pressure going on so far for Freshie Stack on defense, and looks like Trip is going to be playing on the payload and playing some aggressive defense. We didn't see much of that from Lucid in the previous round, and this didn't really work out too well in their favor. This little zone defense that we like to call it here. And Rado, wow, gets stunned, gets discorded, and gets taken out of the fight. Gambit, however, will get Son of Chaos, but Nift will take out Trip. That's 2 heroes taken out of the fight right off the bat, and Kid Kitty looked like he's in some trouble, but able to now is in trouble again, and yeah, Nift is gonna make sure that the kitty cat gets declawed in that fight, and Gambit gets meta by the hamster, but the gorilla will avenge the Gambit. But Nift, in this team fight, getting quite a bit of picks, and they're looking pretty good right now, and I think it looks like they're going to be able to get away with the first points. Oh, never mind. They make it there in time, but Hutch gets taken out. Rado is going to get EMP'd. Trip is getting discorded, but Primal Rage will stand for the time being. Son of Chaos taking out Cake Kitty, and this looks like this is going to be a point A capture for Lucid Reality, and if you're on the side of, oh my goodness, I don't know if I would have used that, but that was a good double kill from Rado to take out both supports, but I probably would have saved that for another team fight.
It does buy him a stagger, which may help them on this next push, but like you said, not really much use out of that other than staggering, because already those supports are back, and if you weren't going to be extremely aggressive off of it, then there was really no point of using that ult. But there goes the Bob, and we'll see if that buys them any more time.
And unfortunately, that answer is no, and Sakashi taking out a discorded Bob, and that didn't last long at all, and Patchy will have the rally on standby. The minefield does come out of Son of Chaos, and now we're gonna see 2 get captured by the Graphitic Flux, and Cake Kitty looks like almost down. Gambit will take out Ezo, but after that, Cake Kitty just bites the dust. Gambit gets trapped by the minefield, and that's gonna be a big Hutch taking out Sakashi. Rado does have a pulse bomb on standby, and I don't think anybody's gonna get hit by that Graviton third. Rado will take out Fed with the pulse bomb. That's a better usage of that pulse bomb than that last time when with that double kill. That was right after the point was captured, so better usage of that. And looks like we're at a stalemate, and not really, and unfortunately this is gonna allow Lucid to continue pushing the payload.
And one of the things that I'm noticing out of Freshie stack in this matchup is that in this round, it seems like they're using some ults a little bit prematurely, not really waiting to use them, almost as if they're trolling a little bit as Nift goes ahead and drops that propaganda.
Wow, so that EMP, and already 2 are taking out the fight. That's 1 support out, and that's less healing for Freshie stack. They're gonna go ahead and do a regroup just so they don't stagger out and lose any more members, but they do have a nano boost and a primal rage on standby, so you can see some possibilities. You can go for the DPS, or you can go for a primal angry gorilla strategy, which is very durable, the least to say. And there it is. There's the first one. Trip will take out 2 right away. Gonna opt to save the primal rage. Doesn't really need it, as already 4 members of Lucid Reality are taken out of the fight. 3 of them taken out by a nano boosted Trip. Nano gorilla there.
Yeah. Winston is such a great character to Nano Boost. I mean, I think it's him and then Reinhardt and then maybe Soldier afterwards. But Winston always a safe bet to go ahead and Nano because it gets results. It gets things done, as we see Trip going ahead and popping his Primal Rage to go ahead and swing the fight back in their favor.
And they push in Takor back and going ahead and taking him out of the fight, but Issa will find a self-destruct kill in Gambit. Not much there. I don't think there was much value of that, because your other important players are in there, like supports, and Rado able to take out Feather, so no rally for the time being. Patchy will still have the rally ready for the side of Freshie, and 2 already taken out of the equation here. And looks like this might be another defensive hold for Freshie, although a little too early to tell, and looks like this is starting to become more clear. This is going to be another team fight win for Freshie, and they're going to be able to bleed more of this clock away. 2 minutes on the clock. What you see here, you do have a rally, a Transcendence, and an EMP, which could be huge for Lucid if they want to get some results in.
Yeah, and you really got to watch that Sombra, as their goal is the gravity bomb. But we'll go ahead and trap Takor. That's actually huge. It will keep the heal factor out as there goes Sakashi Feather.
Yeah, that's a job. Force Hutch forcing Takor to burn that Transcendence, and then after able to take Sakashi out of the equation. So that's no more. So yeah, Takor gonna go ahead and opt to go for the Baptiste. So we might see some more immortality saves here if he could time it correctly. There's 4 taken by the EMP, and Trip is instantly deleted. Gambit is almost close to gone, and now gone takes a Takor Rado trying to escape with their lives. And Cake Kitty looking, see who's gonna get new nano boosted next. Probably gonna hold on to that until maybe Trip comes back in with a Primal Rage 10% later. But here comes Lucid getting closer to capturing the point. Fresh is gonna need to pay attention to that. Gambit gonna go for that, taking out Zakashi with the dead eyes. Nip will take out Rado though. 2-3 in favor of Freshie. And it looks like they're gonna be able to burn more of this clock out with 30 seconds left. And so they're guaranteed to at least go second in attack. That is, if Lucid Reality can take this last place. So now we're in team fight territory. This is it. Takeover will have a Amp Matrix soon. Trip will have the Primal Rage. Cake will get taken out of the fight right away with those missiles. Trip will go Primal Rage, but answering back, Takeover will be taken out by Hutch. That's gonna be a big one to keep things going. And now, with no time left in overtime, we are now gonna be seeing what's gonna happen. Hutch will be taking the draft surge. Rado will capitalize with Pulse Bomb with Sonic Chaos. And this is gonna be pretty much almost guaranteed to go to Freshie stock. There it is. 2-0 right now in favor. Freshie Stack is now at match point.
Yeah, and what a series so far for Freshie Stack. Their teamwork is phenomenal. I mean, Hutch and Trip as tanks work flawlessly together. And I mean, they may have used some ults here and there a little bit prematurely, a little out of line, but going ahead and responding to that team switch without even having to switch any of their characters for the most part, as we saw multiple switches on the side of Lucid Reality trying to find something that'll work against Freshie Stack, but it just seems like this team has seen it all. They have played for long enough to know that no matter what they're able to go ahead and throw at them, they're going to be able to hold out just fine, and they did just that. It got sketchy there towards the end of it, but man, it just seems like they have this in the bag going for it. It is going to take a lot for Lucid Reality to go ahead and turn things back in their favor, as really it's just boiling down to the team comps being better on Freshie Stack.
And like we said, that the play of the game going to Rado. Rado's been a big asset in DPS, especially with that Echo. And now, if anybody wants to say fuel here for UGC League, well, here's something. It's by Ramen, the official sponsor for the 3rd season in a row. Season 15, Season 16, and now Season 17. It is the high protein noodle that does it all. Want to order? Go to shop.biteramen.com/discount/UGC and then use the code UGC at checkout to save a good 10% on your order. So anyways, if you are Lucid Reality, you're going to Blizzard World. You're down 2-0 against Freshie Stock. You're trying to do what you can to stay alive. What would be some things that you would need to do to address this Freshie Stack team?
I think what they need to do is get some different DPSs. I think the play here for them on Blizzard World would be a Soldier 76 and a Junkrat. I think that's going to take away a lot of the problems that they're having, the shield characters and the air problem, with Rado really going heavy on that Echo for the majority of this game for the last map. And I mean, it's again another map where you have a lot of verticality where you can utilize, where you have a lot of open area on that first point. You have a lot of cover for an Echo to go ahead and go over top of in order to reposition. So I think a Soldier 76 would do very well on this map. So it really just comes down to whether or not they're going to be able to go ahead and make some good picks on the field as well. You're going to want to take out Rado. You're going to want to take out Potch. You need to take care of the supports and the DPSs on the opposite side first. So, I mean, if Lucid Reality can go ahead and do that, realistically, they should be looking at an easier game.
Yeah, we've seen this many times. Like, you see Gambit Rattle getting taken out first, and Patchy playing the Mercy. Just go ahead and res them back up. But let's not forget, Cake Kitty has been excellent on support. Whether it's to keep the team healed, or even help out with some damage, kind of like a secondary in the NFL. But with Cake Kitty, you've seen the anti-nades pretty much finish off players like crazy, and then others getting unfortunately caught in there. And we've seen before, like when an anti-nade captured an entire team, and someone playing Soldier 76 was able to just attack visor them out of existence. This has been seen before. When you have a perfectly placed anti-nade, all you probably need would be just one ult, maybe none at all, to take them out of the team fight. And that's how great Ana's kit is, even though she's one of the most difficult heroes to use because of that kit, as well as having to have some accuracy with her shots to keep a team healed.
Yeah, and as a player, I've always tried to play. Not saying I'm good. I'm definitely not. Nowhere near these guys. But I like to play Ana. It definitely makes the game more interesting. Her kit is, like you said, it is a difficult one to use. It requires a fair deal of accuracy, which is one of the things that flex players that play DPS and support often fall to. Like Gambit has apparently been asked to sign Widow skin, so I'm not sure if he plays Widow at all. But here's one of the things that we see out of them now is that there's the Soldier and the Junkrat for for Freshie stack. So obviously one of them's listening, and we see Kate Kitty on the Ana as well. So all three of the picks that we said are on the field right now.
Yeah, I thought this would be something Lucid Reality would be recommended. Oh wait, never mind. Yep, they messed with our head. They were messing with us. They listened. They thought, oh, don't mess with the casters there and pick those characters. And then lo and behold, we see Rado on the Echo against Akashi, covering hit scanning with the Ash. So we'll see if they're able to take Rado out of the sky this time around. Knowing the Rado, it's gonna be easier said than done. And looks like Patchy's about running low, able to get back up and get healed up. So Cat Kitty already is going to be taken out of the fight first, and three other players are going to be really low. And Nift's taking out Trip. This is going to be a big team fight win. So far, good defensive start for Lucid Reality, but so far, not the end of the world for Freshie stack. It's only like 50 seconds taken off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge loss for their push, but the thing is that this looks good for Lucid Reality. They went ahead and dropped 4 players in the matter of a second. So it's definitely looking better for them on this map. It's whether or not they're going to be able to hold that pressure and make more use of their players here as we see the Sigma out again. And the last time I saw a Sigma was 2 weeks ago in another match, and my memory's failing me, but that Sigma picked up 52 eliminations in that matchup. So we'll have to wait and see if Samtiel can go ahead and match that total here on the Sigma.
Now the battle has pretty much continued on to the point, and now looks like Freshie Stacks getting a little revenge. 2 of them taken out, including a major support of Feather, and now both supports out. And it looks like this, you could tell, even though they've just starting to capture point A, they already got 1 dick. They're pretty much, I should say, Lucid Reality is pretty much trying to delay the inevitable. This is going to be point A capturing for Freshie Stack, and Lucid's going to go ahead and retreat to the StarCraft area.
And that was a good stagger as well. You saw Sonic Chaos and Nift taken out pretty late there in that play. So they're going to be at full force now, however, going into this next push. So they need to capture more of that first initial push action. Now they do have 4 ults, which is definitely going to go in their favor here.
And now 2 of them getting taken up by the Graviton Flux, I should say. However, Trip, with the help of Cake, is going to take out Tikor. Although Nick will win the Tracer battle against Gambit. Rado's duplication will be instantly deleted by ESO. 3 ults still on standby, including that Supercharger, as well as both DPS ults. Whether that Pulse Bomb would be big. Nift almost got taken out, but will take out Patchy and will survive to live to fight another day. Sakashi does have the follow-up to probably help stall the point, but you can see a couple players from the Freshie stack is continuing to push that payload up a bit. Trip will have the Rage on standby, but not going to be able to get that right away. Rado will go ahead and opt for the Hanzo to try and get some arrow shots in. This next team fight, they're going to retreat, probably going to get things back together and push back in stronger with 4 ults on standby. Gambit going to go ahead and play the Ash, and Hachi is going to go ahead and activate. Nope, never mind. Going to go ahead and switch on over to the Brigida. And still 2:45 left. There's still plenty of time for them.
Yeah, plenty of time, but a questionable use of the Mercy ult for Pachi. I would have at least waited till next push the switch, but hey, I mean, if it works, it works for them. As now we see multiple ults here. The nano boosted Angry Monkey jumping around the field.
Wow, 2 already. 2 supports already out. That's thanks to help from K Kitty. And that's big. When you take both support salts, they're the first to be taken down. That's big because you have no healing left, and now Rado taking out Son of Chaos. We're seeing this effect as we speak. Hutch does have a Graviton Surge on standby, and we've seen a lot of huge plays happen because of it. Iso will take Hutch for a ride, and will be taken out of the fight right away. Didn't have enough health to survive the slam down of the flux. But Gambit taken out 2. Patch, oh my goodness, almost taken out, and now taken out by Iso. Tikor will have the Amp Matrix taken out, and 0.51 meters away from capturing point B, and looks like they might have to retreat for a second. They're gonna try to fight this and try to get that extra point, and now the progress is starting to be deleted right there in this team fight. Fun baiting, still a little time left. You do have a nano boost, you do have a Graviton Surge, you do have a Dragon Strike about to play, and this fight is still lingering on. Sakashi will be taken out, but Rally will be taken out, but then the Immortality Field does come out, and Rado's not gonna get any value at all on that Dragon Strike. Oh, never mind. Son of Chaos does get caught and get taken out by the Dragon Strike. They're getting some picks, and when you thought the team fight looked like it was gonna be won by Lucid, they're gonna be coming right in here. This was a long team fight, but you know what? They're gonna get that team. They're gonna get point B. They're gonna have 2 minutes to get to the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's enough time for them to really go ahead and get it done. Lucid has been holding fairly well. They have been doing a fairly good job of holding off Freshie stack in this matchup, as we see Trip going ahead and diving behind. He does have Angry Monkey, and there goes Rally. So we may see some ults popping off here. Another ult going, and there's 3 players down for Lucid Reality, and that's not looking good for them if they want to go and hold for longer.
Not at all. Like, even if you have, like, this is a 2-minute drill team. Think about this, 2-minute warning football. You have, like, little to no time left. They're pulling some Patrick Mahomes magic. 13 seconds, get to within Bucker's field range. That's exactly what they're doing right here, right now. And they got 3 ults on standby. Make that 4 now. Now the Dragon Strike's gonna come out. Bob's gonna come out from Bandit, and that's a nano boosted Angry Gorilla just on the loose. Meanwhile, Bob is gonna be taking out Feather. Trip, the Angry Gorilla, is gonna take out Zakashi, and looks like they're gonna get it. And Patchy's gonna make sure Son of Chaos does not get to the point in time. So 55 seconds left in the time bank. So Lucid Reality, it doesn't matter how much time they have left, they'll at least have a chance to attack if they can get this all the way to the end.
Yeah, and what a good job from Patchy to go ahead and keep Son of Chaos from getting back to that point in order to stall further, because I think if that Hammond was able to go ahead and get back to that point, that would have been a different fight. I mean, they may have been able to go ahead and stack some players back up on that point and possibly taking out a few of the Freshie stack members, but no such luck was that he had, as Patchy doing so well in support. A definite cornerstone of the Freshie stack team, holding up very well, as we see a Lucio. I'm not sure if that one's going to stay for very long. Patchy may stay on it. It does look like Patchy will be staying on it for the time being. So that will be a very good pick to have. Lucio adds a lot of mobility to the team and a lot of safety to the team with that sound barrier, as there's a Somtial and Son of Chaos with 2 very high power ults that can do a lot of damage. So that sound barrier is going to come in handy if Patchy's able to go ahead and time it perfectly.
And here's an interesting choice here from Rato. Rato opting to go for the Doomfist on defense. We normally don't see Doomfist on defense. Mostly we just see Doomfist sticking together with other players because, yeah, oh my goodness, Nift sees it. Nift's going for the Sombra to try to hack Rato, because a hacked Doomfist is a not very good Doomfist at all, and now Rato's just gonna stick back. Zakashi, meanwhile, will be taken out by Gambit. That's a pick already for the side of Freshie stack. They're trying to start their victory lap right here, and Gambit will be taking the hacking. Rato almost getting taken out, and the Immortality Field's gonna come in to try to keep the team alive. And Son of Chaos is gonna use the adaptation seals to stay alive. Nift, however, will be taken out of the fight by Patchy. The Lucio pick that we were talking about that could come into good use on this defensive fight for the Freshie stack. Gambit gonna take out 2. Takashi and Son of Chaos are both taken out of the fight. Takor is going to be taken out by Rado. Wow, Trip finishing off Feather. So Nif will get that pick on Rado. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get even close to the point in this first team fight. They're going to have to regroup, but they'll probably have to mine the Amp Matrix later on.
Yeah, Amplification Matrix is a very useful tool to have online, as Nift gonna be sent packing as he's trying to get something going here, but wasn't quite able to. As we see the Hammond and the Samur over here, or not my bad, the Hammond and the Tracer on the side there for Lucid Reality, and Hammond may have gotten spotted, so that is trouble for them going forward. But Patchy on the Lucio, such a great character. I love Lucio. He's possibly one of my favorite characters.
Wow, Rado trying to go for a punch on the one. Takor ends up failing, and he gets taken out by, I think, Iso. Gambit, however, going to take out Son of Chaos after Cake Kitty gets taken out. You got 3 ults on standby. Graffiti Flux is going to get used, and we're going to see if Takor uses that. Not going to use the Transcendence just yet. I don't think they're going to need that one because look at the progress ring. It's all Lucid Reality on the point A. And with 3 ults on standby, they might have to be able to do a good push, although going up against both support ults on the side of Freshie.
And that's going to be such a valuable thing for Freshie stack. I mean, you're going to really have to time that Lucio ult to make sure you get the most out of it, because you have Insomptial and Son of Chaos both with their ult, and there goes the Nile, and the Lucio ult will come out, though no Diva Bomb to be seen, which may be a bad move on the part of Patchy.
And now already things look disorganized. However, both the support players taking out the support players on the Lucid Reality. You really see most DPS trying to take out, but the supports take on other supports and winning that. That's a rare sight to see. Zakashi taking out 2, a melee to Cake, and before that, I think a pulse bomb, and then I forget who it was. So a little deadlock here, but on the side of Lucid, they're still able to continue pushing that payload. Rado will get hacked, but not before, but not after. But after that, and Nifty gets taken out by Gambit to make sure Nif's not able to finish the job here. So right now, it's 2:45 on the clock. There's still in progress. You got the Deadeye's taken out, not gonna work. Iso gets hacked, and look at all the damage that's being done right now. Amplification Matrix being used. Trip will pin Feather to the wall, and that's a fatal pinning there. Son of Chaos, look at that. Minefield taking out both Patchy and Trip, and they're at the wrong place at the wrong time on this one. Mortality Field does come out, but unfortunately, it is deleted. Iso taking out Cake, Gambit taking out Zaka, and looks like a lot of trades here in this fight, but looks like these trades so far have been benefiting Lucid Reality in this fight as it continues to go on. 2 minutes left. 2 of them getting taken by the EMP, but both of them being supports, but the Takor's alive long enough to use the Transcendent, but unfortunately not able to save Zakashi from a Deadeye shot, courtesy of Gambit. But Son of Chaos taking out Rado, and that's 2 DPSs already down, so you're basically without your big offensive weapons, or in this case defense at least, I should say, and that one, that's less DPS, but Freshie, they're still fighting to the bitter end. They're saying, we don't need much DPS, we just need to stall long enough, we need to at least burn some clock, and that's gonna keep Trip back for a little bit, but not long enough. Touch! That takes out Feather with the self-destruct. Gambit taking out Son of Chaos. And now we got a minute left. We see a switch. Rado gonna go Widowmaker go for some long range, and we're gonna see a minute left. Freshie wants to get all the stops done to try to win this team fight and win the series.
Yeah, and they got some good value out of those ults. I mean, Hutch getting a kill, and Rado switching over to Widow, so that's going to be an interesting pick. Looking to keep some range on Lucid Reality, possibly keep them from getting behind. Not entirely sure if Rado's going to get too much use out of the Widow, as he did seem to be doing fairly well on that Sombra. So it may be an interesting thing to see here.
Wow. Meanwhile, if you're Freshie, they got to be paying attention. Here comes Son of Chaos and tried to C9, and Hutch was able to catch that right away, and you know they don't want potential victory just slipping away from their hands, at least temporarily. Gambit, Son of Chaos is out from Deadeye thanks to Gambit. Rado getting a headshot on Zakashi, and usually it's hard to get a headshot on a Tracer. but Takeover will get Gambit. Trip taking out Nift. Kick Kitty taking out ESO. It looks like this could be it, and it will. Freshie Stack will take the battle. They will take Blizzard World, and most importantly, they're going to be taking the series 3-0 over Lucid Reality.
Yeah, and they did so well. So well. It really didn't seem like Lucid Reality had a lot of answers to them. They definitely started finding some on Blizzard World, but they just weren't able to really go ahead and get momentum to go ahead and feed any of the pushes. I mean, you saw they weren't even able to get past that second point. And, I mean, they saw a Freshie Stack, but the main difference there was just the picks that they were getting. They were not getting as many vital picks as we've seen for the Freshie Stack getting on their pushes. And that's what really separates these teams is the difference is that Freshie Stack was able to go ahead and get the picks that they needed. They were taking out the supports, like I said earlier. They were getting rid of the tanks. Sonic Chaos was getting stunned. He was getting Discord orbed. He was just getting absolutely dropped out of the match, left, right, and center on Hammond. And it's tough to watch because Trip on the opposite side was doing so well on Hammond and was avoiding all those issues. And it just seems like Freshie Stack did everything better with characters, with kits, with the team play, and all the team fights just seemed to go in their favors. And I mean, it has Lucid Reality. They're still a very good team, but Freshie Stack was just very clearly better.
And what you saw earlier, speaking of Drip, had over 22,000 damage blocked with the Winston. That's a lot of damage blocked. But if we had to pick a player of the match, I would have to go with Rado on this one.
Yeah, no, Rado has had a lot of use, a lot of versatility for the team. So I agree with that. It's a close one between him and Trip. Trip adds so much to that team as well. So, you know, it just really comes down to the impact on the game, and I do agree. Rado seems to have had most.
So anyways, congratulations on Rado being UGC Caster's player of the match. We usually have those after every match, just like Overwatch contenders or every Overwatch League match would. But anyways, with all that said and done, that is going to wrap it up for this quick Premier League match, or Premier Division, or whatever you want to call it. UGC League. Yeah, Premier Division. You won't just call it Premier Division. Because I'm getting confused on what to use on this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick match. And Black Lightning, if you have any social media or Twitter that we like to follow, like people want to follow you, what is it?
Well, you can go and follow me on Twitter at LightningBlack. I normally post my schedules. I didn't post it tonight because I was lazy and I didn't feel like going on Twitter. But, you know, I do try to keep my schedule fairly updated over there. Or you can follow me on Twitch, which is Black Lightning RL on Twitch. I did just get affiliate, so that's exciting.
Hey, congratulations. Hey, it's hard to do, and big congrats there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, if you guys will follow me on Twitter, I'm at the Adamsmasher. You can keep up with whenever I go live on Twitch, which my Twitch is twitch.tv/Adamsmasher93. Catch on what games I like to play. I usually play a little mix of first-person shooters. I like to play World of Warcraft Wednesday, so if you want to follow me on Twitch and keep up on what I've been playing, you can do that. So, anyways, that is it for us. Hope you guys enjoy this. My good friend Black Lightning, join me in the casting booth, and our producer Xiuna. I am Adamsmasher saying, have a fantastic rest of your Sunday night.